Let's see our last coverage. Coverage for damage to your auto, Part D. This coverage has two parts: collision loss and other than collision loss for certain listed perils. You can decide by yourself. You can include any one or include both. But of course, if you want to include both, you need to pay more insurance premiums. If your car is damaged because of a collision and your auto insurance policy contains the collision loss coverage, then your insurance company will pay the related expenses, the repairing costs. What does a collision loss mean? Collision losses include a collision with another vehicle or object, or the upset of your vehicle. So if your car hits another car, this is a collision. Or your car hits a tree or a telephone pole, this is also a collision. Another example is that you lost control of your car on an icy road and your car overturns. Collision loss payments are paid regardless of fault. So whether you are at fault or not, well, doesn't matter. As long as your car is damaged, okay, you can contact your insurance company and file a claim. Another coverage other than collision loss for certain listed perils. Well, in some situations, your car is damaged not because of a collision, but because of other factors. For example, your car may be hit by a falling object, such as a falling tree. Well, keep in mind, if you hit a tree, this is a collision. But if a falling tree hits your car, it's non-collision. Other perils include natural disasters, such as hail, water, flood, windstorm, earthquake, fire. Other than collision also includes theft, glass breakage, vandalism, or malicious mischief, civil commotion, contact with a bird or animal. For the last one, animal damage. If this accident is related to an animal, it's a non-collision, other than collision loss. It doesn't matter you hit this animal or this animal hits you. Why? Well, because other animals cannot speak human language. So, well, in reality, we don't know what really happens. So once this accident is related to an animal, this is a non-collision. Animal damage, especially a deer accident, is quite common in the US. In 2012, there are about 1.23 million deer-related accidents. What do you need to do if you hit a deer? If you hit a deer, move your vehicle to a safe place. If possible, pull over to the side of the road and turn on your hazard lights. Call the police, document the incident, stay away from the animal, contact your agent, and don't assume your vehicle is safe to drive. Some people may want to keep a deer carcass, but keep in mind, it's illegal to clean a deer carcass without a permit. You can ask a law enforcement officer for a permit to keep a deer carcass. After you got the permit, you can eat the deer yourself, or you can donate the meat to charity. Another thing you need to know is that, in general, car insurance companies don't require you to fill out a police report to file a comprehensive claim for hitting a deer. But it's advisable to contact authorities anyway. Having a policy report to back up your claim will make it much easier. Go back to our lecture notes. Other than collision loss for certain listed perils include falling objects, hail, water, flood, fire, windstorm, explosion or earthquake, vandalism, theft, glass breakage, and animal damage. Let's quickly compare non-collision coverage and collision coverage. Non-collision coverage, we also call it comprehensive coverage. Non-collision coverage covers drivers against events that are outside of their or another driver's control, such as falling objects or natural disasters. And for collision coverage covers drivers when they are in an accident with another vehicle or they hit an object. Both cover damage to your own vehicle, your car, and both are optional under state laws. So you can decide by yourself. You can just include collision coverage or comprehensive coverage or both. But collision coverage is very expensive. It's 3 times more than comprehensive coverage. Part D also covers transportation expenses. Suppose your car is damaged, but you still need to go to school or go to work. You may need to rent a car or take a bus. Your insurance company will give you transportation expenses, maybe $20 a day. You can use these payments for a train, bus, taxi, rental car, or other transportation expense. Next, exclusions. Of course, Part D also contains some exclusions. These exclusions are the same with the exclusions in the previous section, so we just skip it. Next section, your duties after an accident or loss. What do you need to do after a car accident? You need to notify your insurer immediately. Your insurance company may send a claim adjuster to investigate the accident, and you must cooperate with your insurer in the investigation of the accident and the defense of any claim that might arise from it. If you are sued, you must immediately forward copies of the legal papers to your insurer. Your insurer will help you, will defend you, and pay the cost of defense, but your insurance company needs to know what really happened. Next, you need to release medical information to your insurer to allow your injuries to be evaluated and submit to a physical examination. Your insurance company needs to make sure that you are really hurt. If you are hit by an uninsured driver, well, of course, you need to notify your insurer. Furthermore, if you decide to sue the other driver, you need to send copies of the papers to your insurance company.